So here is my first ever bridal vlog on this channel. This is Bride Thames booked me for our wedding. She has always been my returning client, and she also went ahead to book me for our big day. So if you'd like to see how I created this full look, watch this video to the end. Hi guys, it's Glam by Sophie here, and I'm back with another detailed video. You know the vibes, you know how we do not withhold details. Keep watching. If there's one thing I'm fond of doing, it's actually saying a prayer with my bride to kickstart the day. It is important to commit the event and to commit the makeup session into the hands of God. So first I start with cleaning the face, of course, after the prayer session, and it doesn't take too long, probably just a few minutes. Then we go into cleaning the face using a micellar water, and then when the face is dried, I use the toner to cleanse the face. I like to make sure I use a toner that has rose water like the one I'm using in this video. So I use my cotton swab to just cleanse the face thoroughly. Then I also dry it out using my fan. I spray the face with my hydrating spray from Mario Badescu. Dried out the face as well before going in with my serum. Please note that serum is not a compulsory process. I mostly like to use serums on dehydrated skin, normal skin. I do not like to use my serums on an oily skin. So yeah, I used my serum on her skin. My client has a dry to normal skin, so that was why I used my serum. Then I massaged it properly into her skin with my neatly washed and sanitized hand. After it, I went in with the sheet masks, the facial hydrating sheet masks for more hydration. Again, it is not compulsory for you to use your hydration sheet masks on all skin types. Please keep if you're working on an oily skin. Leave your sheet masks to dry for some minutes. Massage it into the skin before going in with your moisturizer. For the moisturizer, I use Omari Cold moisturizer. Use right amount, and then I massage into the skin as well. Make sure each of your skincare product dries before the other. Layer it appropriately. After that, I went in with my mattifying primer, of course, on every part of our face except the under eye, because I do not want the under eye to be dry. I need as much hydration as possible around that area. So because I'm using the Dove mattifying primer, after I use the Becca mattifying primer, so I use the Dove only on the parts of the face that might get extremely oily. Then I used the oil block, which also serves as a toner for this look. Now I use my foundations. I mix these two foundation shades together, and then I'm using my beauty blender that is properly damped, not wet, to blend my foundation. Do always tap lightly when you're blending your foundation. Don't be too harsh. Don't use so much force. You want to make sure your foundation blends in smoothly, so you just tap lightly. Then I use my cream blush for the cheeks, just to add color on our cheeks. There is no particular color that you use. You just pick your color based on your choice and how you want it to appear on the skin. So yeah, color varies. I can work with pink, red. I mix so many colors. I work with orange. There is no particular color that is suitable for any skin tone. Just work with whatever you like, and monitor how it appears on the skin to know if you're going to avoid it next time or if you're going to stick to it on that particular skin tone. Afterwards, I went in with my concealer, my all-time favorite Ferrari concealer for the highlights, and I put that on the part of the face where I want to be highlighted, blending lightly as well. Do not over blend, so you don't take off all your concealer in the process of blending. You want to make sure your concealer is still visible while you set. So for setting, I use the Mehron setting powder in shade Cinnamon, and I dab it lightly on my hand first before going into the face. Please do not go directly to the face with setting powder. Please blend it out, smoothen it before going to the face, because if you put it directly on the concealer, it is going to stick. Like, the concealer will just grip the setting powder and it's going to be rough, it's going to be patchy, it is not going to be smooth, right? So I like to dab it on my hands to just smoothen it out, so it will be like a normal flawless powder before going into the face. Please, if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, kindly subscribe. And yes, we hit over 10k subscribers already, and I cannot thank you guys enough. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching my videos, thank you for the likes, and I see the comments as well. Thank you so much. If you're a new viewer, you're coming across my video for the first time, hi guys, hi pretty, it's Glam by Sophie, and I'm excited to have you here. Please kindly click the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. I know it's not really, oh my god, at this point I should apologize for always coming in late with videos, but you guys, it is not easy. It's not easy trying to balance everything, but we'll try. So yes, let's go back into the video. So after setting, doing the bronzing, which is also called the contour, I went in with the finishing powder. And I'm using my big powder brush. This is one of my favorite powder brush to use. I set the entire face, then I sprayed using my Flawless Ivy setting spray. So yes, I'm going to be leaving the product description down below in the description section, so if you want to see the products I use, just check it out. I dried up the face and then I proceeded to the eyebrow, and then I'm using this, my favorite brow tamer from La Vida Cosmetics. It's really nice, it dries very fast, and it doesn't leave any sticky or shiny effect afterwards. So yes, it's a good one, and I highly recommend that you get it, as well as their La Vida powder palette and your La Vida moisturizer. Very lovely, trust me. Then I'm outlining the brow with my brow gel, my go-to brow gel, my favorite as well, using my Julie Diamond Precise angled brush to get that thin line, to get that thin outline. You don't want your brow to be, please do not draw your brow too big. See, this modern world, or this century we're in, nobody goes about with very bold big eyebrows. Please maintain the client's brow shape, maintain the client's brow size. Do not go overboard with the sizes, right? So after working on the eyebrow, I did not really go into details on the eyebrow yet, because I have tons of videos on brow tutorials down on my channel. So if you like to see a detailed brow tutorial video, you should stick around and watch more videos down on my channel afterwards. Snatching the nose, and this is my crew, this is me and my girls just working behind the scene. Most of the times you don't even get to see us, but yes, we're always behind the scene working. And of course, it's a wedding ceremony, so we have photographers, videographers, content creators, and everybody around. So that is just me in my black and black doing my magic. So after the nose contour, I went into bake, to further bake the face, because I was going to be working with a lot of shimmery eyeshadows. I was going to be working with a lot of pigments that would drop on our skin, so I needed the setting powder to help me hold any eyeshadow fallouts and at the same time brighten up the highlights for me. I also use it for the reverse contouring before going into my eyeshadow work. I used my Banana Clown White eyeshadow base, blended it out well to avoid creasing before going in with my shimmer eyeshadow. For the eyeshadow, I use the Serum eyeshadow palette and this brush. This shimmer brush is from FBH Cosmetics. Let me tell you this trick. If you want your shimmer eyeshadows to pop every time you use it, wet your shimmer brush, right? Wet it, and it's going to make your eyeshadow colors pop and make it very pigmented. So you wet it, or you can just use your fingertips. Yeah, most times I use my fingertips, other times I just go with my brush. So I picked the colors I wanted for the look, apply the shimmer first before going into the transition, right? Use the side of the shimmer brush and not the tip. I notice most people make mistakes of using the tip to apply the shimmer, hence making the shimmer eyes break or crack. Don't do that. Use the entire side of the brush and not the tip of the brush. For the transition, I worked with this shades from the V Cosmetics nude eyeshadow palettes, and I love it. With my transition brush, I start from the outer corner and then I blend it inwards towards the T-zone on the crease. Do not let your eyeshadow get to the brow bone. It doesn't matter the kind of eyeshadow technique you are doing, it is inappropriate for your eyeshadow colors to get to the brow bone. The only time you are probably allowed to get any colors to the brow bone is if you are working with neutral shades or you're trying to blend out ash lines between the brow bone and the crease. Then you can now use a lighter shade or a color similar to what you used to set the eyebrow, or better still, just use the same powder shade you used to set the eyebrow to blend the area between the brow bone and the crease. That way you won't have harsh lines, right? So when I was done with the eyes, for the waterline, I just did a normal black waterline and then I smoked it out with my black gel as well as my black eyeshadow. Then I dusted off the setting powder after applying my pigment. Sorry, that was off camera, but the pigment, I used the pigment glue and then I put my pigment right on it. And then I applied my highlighter. I used the Revolution Glow Kit highlighter before going into the lip outline. So I used the matte lip stain from Avoa Cosmetics and Lexiso Cosmetics to outline the eyebrow before filling in the lips. So I outline the upper lips and the lower lips before filling it in with the lip colors I want. If you know me, you know that I barely work with one color. Like, I don't know, I barely work with one shade. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, if it is foundation, if it's powder, if it's eyeshadow, if it's lip. You see me mixing. I always mix. Even as far as my blush, I always mix. I don't know, I'm so used to it. So just because I do that doesn't mean you should do that. But the major reason why I like to mix it, it just helps me balance the undertones in a way and just give me more of a skin finish. You can see how my bride's skin is a total match. You can see her neck, you can see her face, right? So then I'm blending I applied the color I want and then I went into blending. So most times I just use my spatula to apply directly. Then I go into blending with my lip blending brush as I'm doing in the video. So I blended. I like to blend, where the two colors are meeting. You don't just go into blending the middle part like the lower lips. You start blending from that light shade. No, no, no. You have to always blend where the two colors meet because that inner part does not even need so much blending. So you blend where the two colors meet. After which you set using your eyeshadow. You set the lips using your eyeshadow. So at this point, if you're still watching, I'm guessing, no, I'm not even guessing, I'm certain that you're enjoying this video and you're actually learning one or two things. So it would be nice for you to drop a comment, tell me what you learned, subscribe if you're still yet to subscribe, share this video to your friends that probably are makeup artists or they're makeup enthusiasts or they just have passion for makeup, right? Or for every other person you feel will be interested in this video so they can watch and learn as well. Then you give us a like, just drop a comment or something. I just want to see you active, right? Don't just be a ghost viewer. Don't just be a ghost viewer, right? So I want to see your engagement. Thank you so much for always tuning in and watching my videos. I really do appreciate. So I'm about to finish this look and you can see how stunning my bride looks. She looks so beautiful. In fact, this video did not do justice to how she actually looked on her big day, right? I like to go all out for my brides. I like to make them the center of attraction because every other person is going to be glamorous, going to be looking glamorous at the event. So yeah, my bride has to stand out. That's why they booked Glam by Sophie, right? So after the entire look, I give her the mirror to have a look at herself and tell me if there's anything she would like me to change or add. I know she's a gloss fan, but this, you may kiss your bride, like, okay, so that the lip will not scatter or uncle will not carry gloss now. So I always like to ask, them, even though I know she always requests for gloss every time she glams with me. And then I asked, and she was like, girl, you know me and my gloss, give me my gloss. So I ended up adding a gloss as she requested, and yeah, she loved the entire look. She was so excited. She does makeup with me often, but this was nothing close to what she did get on a norm. So yes, she got value for her money, and she was really excited about the event. So this brings us to the final look of the video. So I got to give her the mirror once again, and she was pleased. You can see how she's glowing. This glow is blinding. So book me. I know I sabi this work like the back of my hand. Book me, oh, book me. Refer me to your friends and family. We are really affordable and we are available to travel. So I turned off the light so you can see what her face looks like without all these many lightnings, you know. I like to see how they look when they go outside, so it doesn't look like, hey, you worked with lights and then she goes outside and she's looking like a different metal. You know, that's not my style. Personally, I don't even like working with lights, but whenever I'm shooting videos, like, you know, shooting a full process video, my light has to be turned on. So this is the finished look, and my bride just got dressed in a white, looking glamorous. Yes, we switched the look later on too. Not really, she loved the makeup and she decided to maintain it throughout the event, but yeah, she changed her outfit to the regular ashoki. We tied her gilly, and yeah, that was it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Leave your comments, leave your questions. If you have any questions down, leave it in the comment section and I'll be sure to look at them and attend to them, right? Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you next time. See the bride and the groom. If you like, don't go fall in love so that we'll do your own wedding. Bye.